Hello everyone, welcome back to Uncharted 4. This is part 13. Let's jump right in. So, yeah, Hunger Games. And we'll never know what I said. You guys might this is familiar, right? Yeah, because it happened not too long ago. For whatever reason, there's a phone ringing in the background, and for whatever reason, the audio did not record. Not because there's a phone ringing in the background. That's just my wife is here in the background being a wife. But no, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, my audio did not record again with Elgato. So here I am to, lend my vocal talents once again in a post I just played this video just to not slow things down. Whoo boy. Anyway, guys, so just bear with me. I know the quality's different and whatnot, but let's just all get through it. Everything's gonna be okay. These things happen. So Hunger Games, right? I was gonna talk about that. My opinion on it. I was kind of dragged into it by my wife, who is somewhere here in this house right now. She's sick, so she'll take a day off from work. This is a really odd day, but not because she's here. It's odd because my schedule is askew and there's no voices being recorded. But Hunger Games is all right. I was dragged to it. Never read the books. Wasn't a huge fan of the concept or anything. Whatever. The first movie was okay. My wife and I went to a midnight watch, and it was back in the day when we actually used to do that. We don't really do midnights anymore because we're kind of old. Well, we're old young folk. We're like, there's a Benjamin Button joke somewhere in there, but we're basically just we go to bed at like 10. So the concept of going out and waiting for a movie to start at 12 and then watching it, when we were younger we did it and it was fun, and I enjoyed all those times and it was a great crowd. But besides, now they kind of have the 7 o'clock Thursday night showings, which are great. Oh, this was so funny when I did this because that guy heard me because I killed that guy, and yeah, that was hilarious. But yeah, so Hunger Games, totally, went out to midnight. One of the last midnights I did with my wifey Poop, and it was all right. Actually, that was, if I recall correctly, my wife was insanely, well, she's here, but she was insanely hyped about it. And then afterwards, I asked her, what'd you think? And she was like, the level of hype I am when I'm gonna, watch a Star Wars movie. And so I asked her afterwards, well, what'd you think of it? And she's like, yeah, it was alright. I'm like, what? Come on, man. I've never seen you this excited for a movie before. It was really just okay. And she went into, a mini 2-second tangent. I don't even know if that's a tangent. Over some differences it had from the book and some directorial choices that were kind of meh. But, yeah, so I ended up, ironically enough, I ended up seeing the rest of the series in theaters with my wife, even though we were kind of we don't really need to see these in theaters anymore. We got to see the second one, I think, for free, because my friend's then wife gave us free tickets, and that was pretty cool. And
bungee jumping?
And then what was it? And then we went on a vacation. Oh god, was it our honeymoon? I think it was our honeymoon, and we're like, fuck it, let's go see the new Hunger Games. And it was the last book that was split in two. And then, ironically enough, a year later, we were at the same vacation place, wanting to see another movie again. It was a year later, and we're like, fuck it, let's just see the last movie. And yeah, I had some problems with it. It was kind of meh. So yeah, the jumping here, I mentioned this in the old recording, but I am just jumping all over the place. And the jumping, I didn't realize it's kind of, not broken, but it's kind of weird around these parts, because you could really, as long as you're near one of those, cliff points or whatever, Nathan kind of just magnetizes towards it. But this is a really cool part. I mentioned that it had kind of reminded me of Uncharted 1 a little bit, in that, you explore these places, and then you get into a gunfight. Then you explore some more, you get into a gunfight. Then you explore some more. And it's kind of repeatedly done. Obviously, this was done way better than how it was in Uncharted 1, which I am going to get around to playing it. I've been playing these games in a really odd order on this channel, but my intention is to get around to playing it one day.
Stuck the landing.
So I don't think it'll be the next game, but it'll be one of the games. It's there. Because I played part 2 first, because that's one of my top 10 favorite games. Excellent game. And then I played part 3 because why not? Let's play part 3. And then this one I played because it was fresh on my mind, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to be playing this right now. But part 1, yeah, I mean, I think it's a really terrible game. It really is. It's one of those games that you don't remember how bad it is until you go back and you play it, and then you're like, oh, holy shit, this is quite bad.
Jesus. Look at this place.
And I'm drinking tea right now, so I'm really sorry if you guys hear my tea time. I don't have time to stop and take a tea break. Do people even do that in England anymore? I have no idea. I mean, that's the joke. That's the stupid joke that I've seen so many cartoons where they're like, it is tea time now, and then everyone just stops what they're doing. Yeah, I'll get around to playing part 1. I think it's a really bad game, though, and it's going to be me more raging around at the speed of sound.
Not the grave we want, though.
But it's a really silly game. You could tell, you see the foundations of what the later games, namely Uncharted 2, did so much better, and then how it just kept progressing with the series. But yeah, as a whole, oh man, it's a fucking mess of a game. So boring on so many levels, but you know, it's just how it is. So yeah, this graveyard part, at first I was like, oh man, I know exactly where it is, and then my first, because if you know where it is, you don't have to really follow the scripted scene of Nathan, like, I think it's over here, and I keep passing. I just passed it again, or no, this is it, I think, yeah. So if you know where it is, and you go to it, it just automatically progresses the game forward, so it's pretty cool. It's like a nice way of,
Sam, come here.
It's a good, I guess I would love to see this game speedrun. I have not seen a speedrun of this. In fact, the only game I've seen in the Uncharted series that was speedrun was, no, it's okay, you can cough. No, my wife, like I said, my wife is here. She's sick today. Honey, you can cough, I don't mind. It's alright. Oh, look, it's kind of a guest star. I don't know if they even can hear you, but yeah, she's sick today, so she's hanging out like I mentioned earlier. But, what was I talking about? Yeah, speedrunning. No, I've only seen the first Uncharted game speedrun, and that was cool. That was really cool. A lot of glitches in that game. But yeah, I'd like to see this one speedrun. I'm sure it'd be really fun to do. It's a fun game, man. That's why, I've mentioned before I've played this game so many damn times. Because you're really fan.
I assume the secret door was added afterwards.
So yeah, this amazed me, by the way. Just look at this, man. Like, this is all interconnected, and I love this puzzle also. But this is all interconnected. This is all, like, Naughty Dog did this. No loading, man. Like, I just walked down and automatically it took me here. But it's so detailed. Everything's so fucking detailed in this game. It's that power of PS4. Like, there's so much you could do. Or, well, yeah, PS4, I guess, in this case, but next gen in general. Like, this current generation, you could do so much. Yeah, you gotta call it current gen, not next gen. But, yeah, this is a cool puzzle. I felt like the payoff was kind of silly. But, it was kind of like okay payoff. But, generally speaking, it's a cool puzzle. It was fun. It's one of those. Some of the puzzles in this game, I don't think are fun. Oh man, actually, thinking about it, it's coming up in my playthrough. Probably in the next 2 videos, it's gonna pop up. But one of my least favorite puzzles involves this stupid fucking cross, and then there's one later on in the game with I don't know. Some of the puzzles in this game, I'm not really. They're cool when you figure them out, but I kind of remember them, but they're a little bit complicated for me, so sometimes I forget, and yeah, I'm not a huge fan. It's not my thing. So I did this wrong. Here I put this here. No, that's not how you do it, which I will find out very shortly. Because here I'm like, oh, I get it. You have to put it See, I'm like, oh. And then I already have that one there, so I have to take that off. And I kind of fucked it up here. I only got the top one, but not the bottom one. So, yep, I learned. Live and learn, man. It's the second Sonic reference I've made. Must be the T. Ah, my tea is almost done. As we're recording this. It's like an audio commentary for a game I did not make. It's different when you're just talking and you're not playing. I feel like the spontaneity is like gone, which kind of pisses me off that this thing, I don't understand why it does this. I check, I have my microphone plugged in, but it just chose not to. I don't know. It's very frustrating. I really don't get it. I don't know why. It's been asking me to update, so maybe I should update it. Maybe that would help. I think a little bit. But yeah, so you solve this little puzzle, as you guys will see here,
Okay,
and I really think the payoff to something that's I mean, it's a simple puzzle, so I guess that's their logic, a simple payoff for a simple puzzle. But here, I think it's kind of, I don't know. Like, it's just like, look, you could look through the window, and it shows you the next thing you have to head to, and I guess that's cool and all, but
Is that a cave right below?
wasn't really my thing.
He's trying to tell us where to go next.
It's kind of crazy though. These when you're developing a game like this, you know, you really have to use your head because you have to come up with a clever way of progressing the story. It's like a movie. I mean, the games are now plotted out like films. Like, this is essentially Indiana Jones in modern time. Like, that's the, what is it? Avery's Treasure is the MacGuffin, as Lucas and Spielberg used to say when talking about, well, it's a Hitchcockian term, but that's what they used to say when they would talk about it. And then here, yeah, these guys come out. Ooh, now I gotta fight them. And I actually, I don't know if next video I'll be able to sneak past them. We'll see. Well, anyway, guys, alright, that's gonna be it for this episode. I'm so sorry yet again that I had to record it in such a shitty way. It's, I don't know, it's the Elgato game capture device. Go complain to them if it's happened to you. I'm gonna keep trying to make these videos as regularly as I can. I always do 2 videos, and I always have them, I record them a week in advance. I am expecting a baby with my wife, so I don't know when that's gonna happen, and if that will affect this recording. I'm sure it will in some capacity, but hopefully I can keep getting these out. But anyway, alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week with more Uncharted, hopefully with the audio working. And yeah, so we'll see you guys then. Take care.